If you are an Amazon seller and you are manually checking campaigns every day to increase the bids and budgets, or downloading the search term report, spending hours to harvest the keywords to add to manual campaigns, then this video is going to save a lot of time. Hi, my name is Sandeep Sajwan. I am the founder of Regrow Media. Today I'll explain automations and rules in Amazon Campaign Managers, what they are, where to find them, and how can you use them safely without breaking your campaigns. Let's get started. I'm in Campaign Manager. In Campaign Manager, you have a bunch of menu options on the left. Here you will find rules. You need to click on rules. So once you click on rules, you will see the rules option here. Here you will see existing rules that you might have set up, or you may see rules by adding rule option as well. So there are three types of rules that Amazon allows. First one is bid rule. The other is a budget rule. And then the third, which is a recent rule that has been added, which is a targeting rule. Let's cover all of them one by one. In bids rule, you select the campaigns first, which campaigns you want to apply the rule for. Once you have selected the campaigns that you want to apply the rule for, then you have two options. There are certain predefined events that Amazon has identified already. You can choose to apply rules for those durations which are based on the events, or you might choose your own custom dates. For example, I choose the weekend, which is Saturday and Sunday. For these 2 days, I want to apply the rules, and I want to apply them on a daily basis. I have the option of choosing weekly as well, and then within weekly, I can choose which day I want to execute. So if there are certain things that you plan to do it on a weekly basis, for example, if you do your optimization every Tuesday and every Friday, you might choose those days as an optimization frequency for the rules to get executed. In this example, I am going to choose daily, and then we have the duration of the hours where we want to execute them, where we can run them all day, or we can choose specific times. If I choose specific times, I can choose a specific start date. For example, from the data I've seen, I get more traffic, more sales during evening hours. So I may choose 5:30 as a start time and 9:30 as the end time. These are the 4 hours where I want to push my bids by 40%. And then I can give a rule name and add the rule, whatever rule I want to add this as. So this is the first type of rule that you can choose and create. The other rule option that we have is a budget rule. Budget rule will have two options. One, we can schedule based on specific times, or the other option is performance. Let's look at schedule first. We choose the campaign that we want to apply this rule to, and then similarly we have events and custom. If I have a custom, I can choose the dates. In this example, I choose again over a weekend I want to do this, daily as an occurrence, and I understand I have a specific duration where I want to do this, which is again 5:30 to 10:30 or 9:30, whatever duration I want to do this for, and then increase my bids by 50% during these. So my bids will be increased at 5:30, my budget will be increased at 5:30, and 9:30 it will be back to normal. And I can give the name of the rule and set this. I might choose a performance based budget rule as well. In that case, I have performance as selected, the campaign that I want to do this for, the duration that I want this to be, and then I have a condition, performance metric condition has been added, where I have ACOS, CTR and CVR, which are the 3 KPIs that I could choose. ROAS and ACOS is pretty much the same thing. So I could choose from these 3 things. For example, I choose ACOS. Wherever my ACOS is less than my target ACOS. If my target ACOS is 20%, and if it is less than 20%, then I am okay to increase my budgets by 50%. So this could be another rule that you could set up. It's very helpful where you don't want to make changes when you are not available. The system will take care of it and will give the additional budget to performing campaigns. Then the third type of automation through rules we have is a targeting. This is fairly new that Amazon has added, which is for harvesting keywords. So I have to choose the ad group. You might see a lot of your campaigns are ineligible. For a campaign to be eligible, it has to be an auto campaign. And second, the ad group has to have only one particular product being promoted. If you have more than one product being promoted, you might say ineligible. For example, if I choose this, I have ad group where it says ineligible because more than one campaign, one product is being promoted in this. So what I have to do is I have to look for a campaign where I have a single ad group. Like for example, this particular campaign and ad group has only one product being promoted. Hence, we are able to select this. Then we have a performance filter after selecting the campaign where we go to filter and we can choose any of these filters that we want to choose from. In our case, I'd like to choose return on ad spend as a filter greater than, if my target ROAS is 4, anything greater than 4, I want to move that particular targeting to my manual campaign. So I can select the duration from 3 days minimum to 65 days. So which is the search term report typically we generate for that maximum duration. So let's say for example in last 7 days, a particular targeting as form of a keyword, if I have identified, I could choose that, and the match type I can define. For example, in this case, I want an exact. So the bid for this particular targeting will be same as the default bid of the ad group. For example, in this case, this particular ad group default bid is 1 rupee. How do you check that default bid? You click on the ad group, and once you go to the ad group, you can go to ad group settings, and here you will see the default bid. So here we have a 1 rupee. So with 1 rupee, that particular targeting will have the bid as. Then if I want to increase the bid, I could do that while creating it. I might choose to increase by 50%, 100%, 200%. So whatever your objective is, you can choose based on that. And if you want to assign it to a specific manual ad group, you can choose that as well from here. There are no ad groups that I have available right now, but if you see that as an option, you can apply an ad group and give the name to it and then submit the rule. So these are the 3 types of rules that Amazon offers us in form of automation, and they are helpful if I want to increase my bids or budgets. But if I want to decrease them based on performance, that option is not available yet. Hopefully Amazon will give that option as well. And this targeting rule is very helpful where I can do harvesting, where I might not be able to spend time. I can use this as a rule and do harvesting and push my targets, be it a keyword or a product, and then put them into their manual campaigns. So I hope this helps. Thank you.